All right, we're going to do algebra systems of equations using the elimination method. The steps for elimination: number one, you're going to find a zero pair or you're going to make a zero pair. Then you're going to combine, solve, find the value, substitute in the new value into the equation, and then solve again. Let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to be looking for is a zero pair. You're going to notice that we see the zero pair, positive 4x and negative 4x are a zero pair. So we're going to go ahead and zero pair them out. This is going to leave us with 16y is equal to 16. Divide by 16, divide by 16, y is equal to 1. We'll put our 1 in our ordered pair, and now we're going to solve for x. You can choose whichever original equation you want to use. I always look for the equations that don't have negatives, and I also look for the equations that have the smallest numbers, which means I'm going to use the first equation to find x. So I'm going to do 4x plus 9y equals 5. Go back to the original equation. Plug in my y values. So 4x plus 9 times 1 is equal to 5. 4x plus 9 is equal to 5. I'm going to zero pair out the 9. 4x is equal to negative 4. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X is equal to negative 1. And of course, you would go back with your calculator and you would plug in the negative 1 and the 1 into each of the equations to make sure that it worked. But we're going to do it quickly using mental math. So 4 times negative 1 is negative 4, plus 9 times positive 1 is 9. Negative 4 plus 9 is positive 5. That works. Negative 4 times negative 1, positive 4. 7 times positive 1, positive 7. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. If this ordered pair works for both equations, then you know that is your solution. All right, let's look at number 2. I'm looking for an ordered pair. That is, I'm looking for a zero pair. Okay, so these would be zero pairs if one of them was negative. So since I don't have a zero pair, I'm going to make a zero pair. I'm going to multiply this second equation by negative 1. And I'm going to multiply every single term by negative 1. So I'm going to multiply by negative 1 3 times. 4x plus 2y is equal to 6. And now I'm going to multiply by negative 1. This is going to give me 2x plus negative 2y is equal to negative 18. My y's cancel out. 6x is equal to negative 12. I combined the 4 and the 2 and got 6. Combined the positive 6 and negative 18, got negative 12. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X is equal to negative 2. So I come up here to my ordered pair, and I have negative 2. Now, I'm going to go ahead and choose the first equation to solve for my y because it doesn't have any negatives. 4x plus 2y is equal to 6. 4 times negative 2 plus 2y is equal to 6. Negative 8 plus 2y is equal to 6. Zero pair out my 8. 2y is equal to 14. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Y is equal to 7. And again, 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 2 times 7 is 14. Negative 8 and 7 gives us a positive, negative 8 and 14 gives us a positive 6. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And 2 times 7 is 14. And positive 4 and 14 is 18. So you want to do the mental math check, or you want to do the calculator check. Now, sometimes we're going to have to multiply both equations by something in order to find a zero pair that we can use. So in this case, I'm going to take a look at the y's because they're the smaller number, and I'm going to make a zero pair. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by 3. Make those a little bit easier to see here. I'm going to multiply the first equation by 3. And I'm going to multiply the second equation by -2. Because I know I can get a 6y and a -6y here to create zero pairs. Now, I could have easily also multiplied this by 3 and this by -5. But again, I'm always trying to use the smallest numbers. So when I multiply, I'm going to get 15x plus 6y is equal to -9. And -6x plus -6y is equal to -18. So all I did was look to see what would be the quickest zero pair that I could create. So I chose to use the y's. So now my y's are going to cancel out. That's going to give me 9x is equal to -27. Divide by 9, divide by 9. X is equal to -3. Come back up here, put my x in for -3. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the second equation because it has smaller numbers. So I'm going to do 3x plus 3y is equal to 9. 3 times -3 plus 3y is equal to 9. -9 plus 3y is equal to 9. 0 pair out the 9. 3y is equal to 18. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Y is equal to 6. All right, I'm going to go ahead and look for my zero pair. So in order to create the zero pair, I'm going to need to multiply the second equation by -1. That will give me a zero pair with my y's. Will also give me a zero pair with my x's. So I'm going to have 3x minus 4y is equal to -10. -3x plus 4y is equal to +13. My x's cancel out. My y's cancel out. That leaves me with 0. And my -10 and 13 leaves me with 3. Now, 0 does not equal 3. So that means that this system has no solution. There is no ordered pair that's going to make both of them true. All right, I have a positive 2y here, so if this was a negative 2y, it would be a zero pair. So I'm going to multiply by -2. And create the zero pair. So I'm going to have -4x plus -2y is equal to +20. 4x plus 2y equals -20. My x's cancel out, my y's cancel out, leaving me with 0. My 20 and -20 cancel out. Now I have 0 does equal 0, and so my solution is going to be infinity, or infinite number of solutions. And that's how you solve with elimination.